Hello students, this is Pallavi Sauji from eLogic computer classes. Today I am going to explain here programming basics. If you are learning that C programming, Java programming, Python programming, before that you must know first what is exactly this programming. And if you know programming basics, then it will be helpful to learn any programming language to you. If you are going to learn that C programming or any other language, then before that you must know why to learn this programming, why to do any task. If you know before doing that task, then you can easily do that task, you can passionately do that task. Because if you are learning C programming language, why to learn this? You must know first, then only start learning anything. Getting? Now here I am going to explain why to learn programming first. See, nowadays everything is automated. We are using our smartphone. That smartphone is having multiple applications in it. Mostly we use that WhatsApp, Insta, Facebook, YouTube. What are these? These are nothing but applications, and applications are nothing but softwares. Software is nothing but a collection of programs. There are software developers and those are developing these softwares or applications, and after development these are loaded inside our smartphone and that we can use. Now those software developers are writing those programs. If you want to develop something, you want to write programs, then for that you have to use programming language. Television is smart now. Our washing machine is smart now. Getting? Now smart means only using remote we can handle these devices. Inside that remote there is again a software, again application, again programs loaded. These programs are written using programming languages, and for that you must learn programming languages, and before that you must know what is exactly this programming. See, if you want to do something by the computer, computer will not do anything for you if whatever task you want to do by the computer, that program is not loaded inside that computer system, then computer will not work for you. That program should be fed inside that computer system first, then only computer will work for you. You cannot give instruction without application loaded inside that computer system. Means even only if you want to do addition by the computer system, then that calculator should be there inside computer system, or any program should be fed for addition of two numbers inside that computer system, then only computer will work for you, will give you addition. The computer is an electronic machine, your smartphone is again a machine, that television, that whatever remote, all are machines, electronic machines. And if any software is loaded inside that, then only they work for you. Because whatever that machines are nothing but hardwares, and only hardwares are not capable of doing anything. Hardware and software combination should be there to work. The basic parts of computer systems are nothing but softwares and hardwares. Because only software is of no use, only hardware again is of no use. Both should be work combinedly to get work done. Software is nothing but a collection of programs. Writing program is nothing but doing programming. Getting? Now what is exactly this program that I am going to explain now. Now see, if you want to do any task by the computer, then you have to write program for that. Means you have to give instructions to that computer system. And now those instructions, whatever written, should be in a particular sequence, because sequence always matters in day-to-day life. If we are making tea, then you have to follow the sequence of steps. If you are doing any recipe, then again you have to follow the steps, then only that will be perfect. You will get output. In the same way, if you are writing any program, then also you have to follow steps. Programming is nothing but a set of instructions or group of instructions. Now what is this instruction? Instruction is nothing but whatever statements you are writing one by one in that program, that is nothing but an instruction. Means computer knows only binary language. Computer is a machine and you know English language. If you have written those instructions in English language, computer don't know English language. Computer understands only machine language. Getting? Now what is the intermediary in between that English and machine language? That is nothing but a programming language. And in that programming language you are giving instruction to the computer system, and that set of instruction is nothing but a program. Now one more thing, we have already discussed that all those instructions whatever you are writing, those should follow a particular sequence. And one more thing is there, each and every instruction should have a predefined meaning. Whatever instructions you are writing, those should have a predefined meaning. This is just a definition of program. Program is nothing but a set of instructions written sequentially, and each and every instruction should have a predefined meaning. What does it mean exactly? Set of instruction is nothing but a program, but while giving those instructions, while writing those instructions, you must follow the sequence. Because for example, let you are writing program for calculation of area of a circle. Then what are the steps here? See, your program should first accept radius from user, then calculate area and display area. These instructions your program should follow. If you are not writing these instructions sequentially, means first display area, then accept radius and then calculate area, it will be of no use if you are writing instructions not in a proper sequence. Means you have to follow compulsory sequence while writing program, and whatever instructions you have written should have a predefined meaning. For example, if you are writing any essay in English language, all these statements should be known to that English language, then only it will be understandable. Getting? In the same way, if you are writing program in a let's C language, then whatever instructions you are writing in that program, those should be known or predefined by that C language. Means whatever words you are using, whatever instructions you are using while writing that program, those instructions should be known to that C language. Then only you can use those instructions, those words. Means program is nothing but a set of instructions or group of instructions. Whatever instructions you are writing should follow a particular sequence, and each and every instruction should have a predefined meaning. Programming is nothing but just a task of writing program. Writing program is nothing but doing programming. For writing those programs, you have to use any programming language, because computer don't know English language. That's why you have to write code using any programming language. There are basically 3 categories of programming languages that I am going to explain now. High level language, middle level language and low level language. I am going to start with this low level language. Now low level means very close to the machine. Whatever language that comes under this low level language category, that is machine language. And second one is assembly language. These two comes under this low level language. Low level means very easily understandable by the machine. Now machine language is normally it is a binary language, means in 1-0 format. And assembly language has instructions like add A, B, then sub C, D. In this way, these are the instructions. That is, for addition, you have to write instruction like add A, B. Means here, instead of operators, you have to write instructions like add, sub. These instructions or whatever program you are writing using this assembly language should be converted first to machine language, and then only it will be executed, and that task will be done by assembler, and that is nothing but a language translator. If you are writing any program with the help of low level languages like machine language or assembly language, then it is very easy to execute to the machine, because that is very close to the machine. If you are writing code in machine language, no any conversion needed, directly that code will be executed by the machine. And assembly language code, there is a very less conversion, and that will be done by the assembler. And that's why if you are writing program using these languages, then those are very fast executed, because those codes or those programs are very easily understandable by that machine. Now next one is high level language. High level means very close to human. Human means very easily understandable by human or programmer, and it is very easy to write code using high level language. If you are writing code using machine language, then it is very hard. Actually, it is very hard, just like impossible. If you are writing code using high language, just now you know that Python language, everyone is saying that Python is very easy. Why? Because it is just a English like syntax. If you want to display something in Python, then just write print instruction, and then you can write like welcome. This is very easy. Getting? Means it is very easy to write code using Python language. Again, even using Java, using C++, as compared with this low level language. High level languages are very easy to write. Means if you are writing program with the help of high level language, then you can write it very easily, because whatever instructions defined in those high level languages are close to human. English like words are used in that. For example, C++, Java, then Python. These are the examples of high level languages. If you are writing code using these languages, then it is very easy, okay, as compared with machine language. But if you are writing codes in C++, Java or Python, then it is very hard to understand to the machine, and their language translators are needed. Means like compiler is there, then interpreter is there, those type of language translators are there, and those are again software programs. Those will convert your high level language code to machine language, and then it will be executed. Here more conversion is required as compared with this assembly language, but it is very easy to write to code to human or programmer using these high level languages. Now what is this middle level language? Middle level language is in between these two. Means it is easy to write code to the human, and it is easy to execute code to the machine again. Getting? That is the first thing for middle level languages. There is a example, that is C language is called as a middle level language, because C language instructions are easily understandable by the programmer. Means programmer can write program very easily in C language. Again, machine, to the machine it is very easy to understand, because there is again language translator. Compiler is required in case of C language to convert that C language code to machine language, and then it will be executed, but that conversion is too much less as compared with this high level language code. Getting? Now one more thing is that why C is called as a middle level language. C supports pointer concept. Means using that pointer you can fetch memory locations. Getting? One more thing is that using C you can develop high level applications. Like if you want to develop any game, if you want to develop like any high level application, then you can do with the help of C. Again, low level applications also you can do with the help of C, like operating systems. Actually C was developed for development of Unix operating system. Means the main motto behind developing this C language was development of Unix operating system. Means C supports both. Means you can develop high level applications with the help of this C, for example game development, and you can even develop low level applications like operating system, device drivers, again compilers, means language translators you can develop with the help of C language. And one more point is, it is easy to write code to the programmer using C language, and again it is easy to execute that code to the machine. That's why C is called as a middle level language. Diagrammatically I will explain this. Here there is a human, or you can say that programmer, and here there is a machine. These high level languages are very close to human, low level languages are close to machine, and these middle level languages are in between that. Getting? This is all about types of programming languages. If you are writing code in this high level, middle level, or even in assembly language, then language translators are needed for conversion of that code to the machine language code. Those language translators I am going to explain now. Language translator means it is used to translate high level or middle level language code to machine language. See, computer understand only binary language, and we know the English language, and in between that programming languages are there like C, C++, Java, Python. There are multiple programming languages. If we are writing code in any programming language, then again that is not directly understood by the computer system. For that, language translators plays very important role. Means language translator will take our code written in any programming language and will convert it to machine language. Then it will be very easily executed by the machine. Getting? That is nothing but a language translator concept. Now here in case of programming languages, there are basically two types of language translators like compiler and interpreter. There is one more, assembler is there, and that assembler is only used to convert assembly language code to machine language. Now I am going to explain here that compiler and interpreter in depth. Getting? Because all the middle or high level languages are having internally compiler and interpreter for language translation. See, what about compiler? Compiler will take our source code. For example, let we have written code in C language. Then that C language program will be considered as a source file or source code. That will be taken by the compiler. Then compiler will convert whole code at a time to the machine language, and then it will be executed. Getting? Means whatever converted code, that will be saved as a separate file. Getting? And that is in case of compiler. C language uses compiler. Interpreter will take one line from source code, will convert it and will execute it. Again second line, convert it, execute. Means here line by line conversion and execution will be done in case of interpreter. Means line by line conversion and execution. Now second thing is there here, in case of compiler we have seen that whole code will be converted. Then that it will generate one more extra file, and for that more storage is required to store that machine language code file. Getting? Here more storage is required to store that converted code. Getting? Here no any extra storage is required. Why? Because here whatever converted code, that will not be stored anywhere, because interpreter will convert one line, execute it. Then second line it will take convert and execute it. It will not store that intermediate code, whatever converted, anywhere. Getting? That's why no extra space is required. Third point is very much important. See, here whatever converted file is stored somewhere, that you can take directly and you can run for second time, third time, fourth time as it is. Means one time if you have written any source code and you have converted it to that machine language, that is normally it is called as a object code. That object code is now ready to execute. If you want to run the same program by giving some different input, then there is no need to compile it again, because already whatever compiled code or converted code, that file is present whenever we have compiled that first time. Means that file is already there, and now you can use that converted file again to run second time. But this is not possible in case of interpreter. Getting? Means for second time if you want to run that, again you have to convert it. Getting? Means again conversion is required in case of interpreter. Now next one is compilers are high speed, because here whole code will be converted and at a time the whole code will be executed. That's why these are high speed as compared with interpreter. Here speed is high, and here in case of interpreter low speed as compared with compiler. Getting the differences? See, both are language translators, but here whole code will be converted at a time, and that whatever converted file will be stored, and that converted file will be executed at once. That converted file is stored, that's why here extra storage is needed. And if you want to run it again, the same program again by giving different input, then you can use that readily converted code. Means again compilation is not needed in that case. And finally it is fast, because the code, whole code, converted code is available, then execution is fast, of course, right? Now in case of interpreter, what will happen here? Line by line conversion and execution is there. and here that intermediate file whatever generated, that will not be stored, that's why no extra space is required. And then if you want to run it again, then you have to again convert it and run it. And next one is, these are low speed as compared with compiler. Getting? Now what are the examples of this compile based language? Means the languages using compiler are like C, C++. Some languages use interpreter, that is Python. Python is using interpreter. Some languages use both. Java is the example of compiled as well as interpreter based language. Means Java is using both. Getting? Means some languages use only compiler, some use only interpreter, some languages use both. For example, C, C++, these languages use compiler, Python uses interpreter for conversion, and Java uses both. In case of Java, what will happen? First, whatever code written in Java, that is a source file, that will be converted to bytecode. That bytecode will be generated by the compiler, and then that bytecode will be executed line by line by the interpreter. This is in case of Java. That's why Java is a platform independent language. Getting? Now this is nothing but language translator concept. In this session we have covered what is exactly programming, why to learn programming, what is exactly program, then what is programming language, then language translator, types of programming language. Everything we have discussed in this session. Take care. Bye bye.